to another ASMR video. In today's video we will be talking about mindfulness and that kind of mindset. Firstly, I really appreciate it if you can do all the YouTube things, all the liking and subscribing. Please comment on what you think of this kind of video. It'll probably be a bit of a series based on this book called Mindfulness for Students by Natasha Kaufman. The reason for the series is because I realised while reading it that it's actually a lot of the stuff I already know, and I align with a lot of the philosophies. And I realise, though I am technically the target audience because it's the kind of thing that I like reading, who doesn't like reading something that just boosts your ego on you having the right opinions and things and stuff like that, whatever. But I realised that it needs to be taught. People need to know about it who don't have this kind of way of thinking, or this know that this is a way you can help with anxieties and stuff like that. Okay, sorry, I'm just move my microphones up a bit so I'm not crouching. So I'm gonna get straight into this. I did a take earlier today and it was a bit of a flop. Lots of distractions and other things just meant that I just couldn't get what I wanted to say out. Similar will probably happen, but I'm just that kind of person, and maybe I'll explain that later on and why I think like that, because I think it kind of actually links towards it a bit. So mindfulness and meditation, I think more and more people are definitely learning about this and grasping onto the benefits of it. It has so many connections to Buddhist and Hindi faiths, and honestly, if I was to align myself with a specific faith, I would align myself with Buddhism probably, but I don't believe in a deity or prophets or have any spiritual beliefs, but it's fine to have those spiritual beliefs, and they can definitely spark it. So in the past few years I've definitely felt less closed off to the concept of spiritualism and like not higher powers, but stuff like the concept of a soul and like I guess destiny and stuff like that. But maybe I'll talk about that in a different video, like maybe like a video on faith or my faith and where I am now. But this is about mindfulness and trying to teach how to hopefully live a more healthier and more positive life. So I don't know how much you know. This is the introduction, a bit of a summary, basics kind of thing, the kind of things that will be taught. Well, probably not. I don't know what I'm going to teach in the next 2 weeks. I don't plan ahead. I have a few notes on my iPad in front of me which just tell me the kind of things I want to talk about. Okay. Sorry, this feels a bit hyperactive, so I'm just gonna... You can breathe with me. Actually, okay. I think I was gonna have a bit of a meditation at the start of this video, or at the end of this video. But I think there's breath in kind of doing it at the start or near the start. So we're gonna do that. If you don't know, meditation is highly important for this kind of mindset. It helps you effectively reset your brain, like clear out your brain, wash it out, just like a spring cleaning. Like it's like turning your computer off because it's been on for so many days, kind of thing. Even if you're sleeping, you can be turned on, and that's how you'll get, like, not turned on that way, but you know what I mean. You can have those dreams, or you can lose sleep because you're stressing, and sometimes you actually just need to stop while you're awake, or do this meditation to help you get to a more restful sleep. And that's definitely how I learned how to sleep better, and it's how I learned how to meditate and practice, because it felt like just an ideal time to practice how to meditate and practice these kind of exercises and tools to live a slightly more positive life. So, for this breathing exercise, this meditation, I want you to get comfortable, get relaxed in your chair or in your bed, and I want you to close your eyes. Okay, so you're relaxed and you've closed your eyes. I just want you to breathe slowly. People maybe like me to count, and I'll do a bit of counting. So I want you to breathe in for 3, 2, 3, hold for 3, 2, 3, and breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, hold. If you feel comfortable enough, maybe try exhaling for 6 seconds, not increasing how long you breathe in for, not increasing how long you hold your breath, just increasing. And with every breath, I want you to focus on the breath and wash away any thoughts you have. With each breath, a slight bit more of any baggage you've been holding, mental baggage you've been holding throughout the day that's been clogging up your mental space, is just kind of thrown into the room. And we're just there to clean the room out, to just organise everything. Throw out the rubbish and put away the stuff you want to keep. But you're putting it away, you're not holding on to it, you're not keeping it present, you're putting it on a bookshelf, or in a cupboard, or a drawer, or a wardrobe. You're making your bed, tucking it in. Just want you to clean out your mind, okay? With every breath, another part of this room, your mind, just slowly gets cleaner and cleaner. Just keep doing this. With every breath, think about less and less as it's put away. That's it, that's it. Okay. So this next exercise teaches how to see your thoughts. You are sitting by a highway or a motorway, by a busy road. You are just sitting there, you're comfortable, you're watching these cars drive past. They're going from the left to the right, to the right, and to the left. These cars are your thoughts. You are just thinking, just sat there, not letting these thoughts take you away. You don't need to hitchhike any of these cars. You're just there to watch them go by. You're just watching these cars drive past, watching your thoughts. Don't chase after them. Don't hitchhike. You're just sitting there and you're watching them fly past. We don't want any of these thoughts to become developed, to be caught. You don't need to talk to these thoughts. You just need them to go, to come and go. And maintain the breathing as before. And here we go. Okay. So now you're in a meditative state. You can either fall asleep or you can listen to the rest of this video. Mindfulness is about accepting and understanding your emotions and other people's emotions. The way I see it is everything you feel, everything you do has a valid reason. Whether it's self-destructive or malice or kind or nice or anything. There is always a reason. And these reasons can be complex or they can be simple. And it's okay to have these thoughts thoughts, to have these actions, but you might think that one of your first thoughts might be that something like murder or something really malicious is not valid. And that is the line. So it's okay to have feelings, to be angry, to be upset. But what mindfulness teaches you is to be able to acknowledge that you are feeling these emotions and whether they are the correct emotions to be having and the best way to solve the problem that is causing these issues, these concerns, these worries, these negative thoughts that are whirling up in your brain, while also not hating yourself for having these thoughts, for doing these actions. Mindfulness teaches you that in some moments you don't have these opportunities to think before you act. And sometimes it's hard to control yourself, and that is okay. If you can later acknowledge these issues, accept that these issues have happened and occurred, and finding the most positive solution to these issues, to these concerns. These solutions should not fundamentally change your personality. It shouldn't be about hating yourself. It shouldn't be about having regrets. You should see these mistakes, very human thing to do, these mistakes. You should see these mistakes as a stepping stone to finding the correct path. With every mistake you make, you learn, and when you learn, you do better. And that's the fundamental, effectively. It's this state of being able to be accepting, acknowledge, move on and past these regrets, these bad things, and be able to find the positive and hopefully have a more positive outlook on the future. And when you get into a similar situation, you're able to react in a more positive way and be able to have a better way of living, hating yourself less, having less of these negative thoughts. And moments where meditation can help that is a lot of negative thoughts are whirlpools. They spiral down your emotions, and so to be able to, this gets you into a darker place. And what meditation does is it clears that out, it gets you out of that well, and if it doesn't get you completely out of the well, it at least is able to give you a handhold, something to hold on to stop you from falling any further, so you can work on trying to climb out rather than just constantly losing your footing and you reach for something else and it breaks away. Meditation gives you something strong to hold on to. And yeah, I think, and that's why it works so well with the whole mindset thing, because once you have that mental reset. You're then able to analyze, you're able to stop, right? You're able to stop and you're able to observe the dark thoughts, these emotions, and acknowledge them and see a way forward. It's that same thing. You see these cars driving past and you're acknowledging these thoughts, these feelings, and when you're meditating, you're letting them drive past, but you can still remember them, and you can still think about whether they are going the right way, whether they are on the right path, whether you are on the right path. And yeah, I think that's kind of where I want to end it. This is a big preface, is that having these mindfulness and meditation, learning to have meditation is teaching yourself to have a lot of patience, and these things take time. You can't perfect the concept of meditation straight away. I don't consider myself by any means good or perfect. I can do it, and I have moments where I'm able to completely shut off my mind from having any thoughts. I can walk and be completely null. And that is actually one of the reasons why I am a lot slower nowadays than I used to be, because I kind of, I'm not going to say I did it too much, but I now want to perceive everything in a lot slower, and I love to just process and everything I feel. I haven't been in many situations where I've had to think on my feet, I guess, and so I've got very comfortable with this concept of just being able to sit there, observe the feelings, observe the thoughts, observe the situation, and analyze and craft the solution, the path, well over time, and make something good out of it rather than a quick haste and hopefully it works kind of concept. Because a quick botch job will crumble and potentially break further than it was already broken. Yeah, so these things don't take time, or these things take time, and it's all about, part of this entire thing is it's teaching yourself to have that patience. Mindfulness and meditation is a patience thing, and it's about slowing down and taking time, and so learning patience goes alongside it. To be good at meditation, it involves having patience of practice and utilizing it. This mindfulness is not a personality type. It's a tool that you can use. I use it on a daily basis, where it's nearly become a personality type. But it's definitely something that even I forget about on a fairly regular basis, and you can definitely slip away from it. I will confess, in the past few weeks, few months, I have slipped away from it. In the past year, but I've acknowledged that now, and now I've been able to. Yeah, I've acknowledged it, and now I'm doing stuff like this. Actually, I'm reading this book. I'm looking at other books I can read. I'm trying my best. I'm now actually, for the first time in a very long time, I now have moments where if I feel angry or if I feel so overwhelmed by something, I will stop. I just stop, close my eyes, and take a few seconds, 30 seconds to a minute, to just breathe. A little micro meditation. Little breathe. And yeah. It's really helped me in the past few years. I think I started learning about it at a similar time when I started watching ASMR, which is probably 7-8 years now. Before GCSEs for me, and I'm in final year. Yeah, this is over 8 years and something like that. And I didn't at first realise that it was mindfulness meditation until in the past 3-4 years. And I've never seriously seriously learnt it and seriously sat there and been like, okay, I'm gonna now think about it and I'm now gonna teach myself it. I've just found, as I learn little snippets of things and hear from other people, and there's been times where I've been stopped in the streets by monks and stuff like that, and I become fascinated. Talking to them is fascinating to hear, and I associate and relate a lot to the Buddhist beliefs and I guess morals or philosophies on the perception of life and and purpose and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's where I've got to now, and now I acknowledge how important it is, and I want to be slightly more serious about it. I want to teach it, or I want to learn it, I want to teach it, and I'd love to be able to do something which is fundamental in it. If I was able to work between music, sound and mental health, I would be I would be so happy. It's to be able to help people would be a dream kind of thing, to be able to teach people this beautiful tool to live by and to utilize. It's just fantastic. I can't express it enough how if everyone knew of it and had a bit of it in them, it should be it's the kind of thing that should be taught in schools, I think, at a younger age. I think mental health awareness should be taught, but I think it's not just about understanding the signs, the red flags, and understanding that it's okay to have poor mental health. I think we also need to be taught meditation, we need to be taught mindfulness and how to approach people who feel like this, how to approach ourselves who feel like this, and how to just correctly deal with this kind of situation that you can get into. And it works for people that aren't in an awful place, who don't have poor mental health. It's a good thing for everyone to know, and to have some sort of knowledge in. I wholeheartedly believe that. Yeah, I think that's it. So, thank you so much for watching. Please please subscribe. Remember, you can always help me out by doing the Buy Me a Coffee. I implore you so much to join the Discord. It would make me so happy. Would love more people to join the Discord. We can start organising things. Maybe we could do events. I can set up Minecraft servers. I have a Minecraft server set up with my friends at the moment. Just literally just a laptop under my table. And it would be so cool to be able to set that kind of thing up for a community. And a safe place for people to talk about their feelings, to find somewhere where they can feel comfortable. Yeah. And talk about what's going up and maybe get advice from other people. I'm happy to give some advice. I know that I don't have knowledge of everything, but I pray that there is something that I might be able to help with, or at least reassure you. Just anything. So please join the Discord. It's not just a mental health thing, okay? I think ASMR is quite close to that. The Discord is also there to just have a chat and just hang out, and we talk about music. There's a few of us that are talking about music and tech and video games and just kind of hanging out, because it can be developed. Poor mental health can be developed if you talk too much about mental health, I found. You just start to feel sad because all you're thinking about is these sad experiences, these sad feelings, and sometimes you just need a break. You just need to step away from it. Yeah. So, sorry. That was a tangent. Thank you so much. Sleep well. Have a good night. Oh, study. I hope the studying's going well. Whatever you're doing, please keep smiling. Keep being amazing. And I will see you in the next video. Good night. Good night. Good night.